Nintendo is giving indie developers the middle finger, and Microsoft might be welcoming them back with open arms. So get this, Nintendo, the game company with the console that has barely any games available for it, is outright rejecting any and all game pitches from indie developers for the Wii U in Japan. Yep, Nintendo, the company that should at this point be begging people to put games on its console, doesn't even want to be bothered by hungry and eager independent developers. Which makes the news even more head-scratching, since earlier this month, Nintendo was giving out free Unity licenses to eShop studios to allow them to self-publish. Given the cold shoulder only applies to indie devs in Japan, and it is feasible that Nintendo is just experiencing another moment of complete insanity and will reverse its policy in the future. And speaking of reversing policies, Microsoft is ready to welcome indie studios to its platform by allowing them to self-publish to Xbox One without a publishing partner. If you remember, back at E3, Sony all but gave indie developers a wet open-mouthed kiss on stage during their press conference when they announced their plans for self-publishing. Whereas Microsoft's indie plan was like trying to talk to a hot girl who, once she actually acknowledges your presence, is a total raving bitch that nobody wants to deal with. Well now, in addition to self-publishing, Microsoft is also overhauling the certification process for indie games and has taken an Apple-like approach with a 14-day turnaround timetable. So now, indie developers can start earning money faster instead of having to wait months for Microsoft to get back to them as to whether or not their builds are okay to launch. Plus, and this is the coolest bit of info in my opinion, every Xbox One can be converted into a debug unit, allowing anyone that Microsoft authorizes to play pre-release game code on their home unit. Xbox Chief Product Officer Mark Whitten said in a quote to Game Informer, "Our vision is that every person can be a creator, that every Xbox One can be used for development, that every game and experience can take advantage of all the features of Xbox One and Xbox Live. This means self-publishing." Now, this is obviously huge news for Microsoft and could possibly be the change Xbox needs to win back the indie developers it scorned last generation. Microsoft said they will have more details at Gamescom this August, so look out for that. What do you guys think of Microsoft's string of Xbox One policy reversals? Let me know down below. And for more tech feed, please subscribe to the channel. For TFN, I'm Scott Bromley saying I am convinced that Nintendo is being run by an ape in a necktie. And I'm not talking about Donkey Kong. Talking about an actual monkey in a necktie. You know, kind that reach into their butts, grab a big pile of feces and just throw it at you for funsies. Woo-ha! Kind that will rip your face off if you get too close, because they're idiots. That kind.